Get ready with me, featuring some of my current drugstore favorites. Starting with this Lumi Le Glow tint, I'm using the shade 210. As someone with oily skin, I do tend to stay away from things that say glow, but this actually doesn't have silicone high up in the ingredient list, and it just works really well with my skin, and it doesn't add to the oils that I already have. So I'm just using a Real Techniques brush, and it does provide coverage. I do apply this underneath my eyes, especially when I'm in a rush, but it's glowy without being greasy. So this is the side without, and that's the side with. Now I absolutely do need to set this with a powder. My oily skin could never. Next item I'm going to use is this Maybelline Lifter stick. I'm using the shade 20, and I'm using it right here to just brighten up that eye area. I do like this. It's really creamy. It works really well. The only thing is I find that it disappears kind of quickly. Okay, I do need to set this down, and I am using an item that is not from the drugstore, but that's because it's this Lawless talc-free powder. It's the only face powder I use. Everything else makes me break out. Next is this Juicy Melon blush by Essence. I've already broken the lid. I don't care. This is like a watermelon cheek and lip product. It does smell lightly of watermelon. It doesn't make me break out, but it gives me this like gorgeous, gorgeous flush that I just cannot seem to replicate with anything else. And this was like $5. Look at how glowy and pretty. Oh, I love it. I love it. Next is this Maybelline Super Fluff Brow. The first time that I used this, I used it wrong. I was just a little too heavy-handed. I'm not used to using a tinted brow product, but this is actually really, really good if you just use a light hand. It'll keep your brows in place, add a little bit of color and a bit of hold without being sticky or crunchy. Since it's tinted, you don't have to worry about like that weird white cast that some brow gels can leave. You know what I mean, right? Sometimes I'll go in and I'll scratch my eyebrow and I'll be like, what the heck is that? Not the case here. Next, I'm using the only mascara that I've been using for months now, and this is the e.l.f. Lash Xtndr Mascara. It's a tubing mascara. I didn't think I was into tubing mascaras before, but then I hadn't tried this one. So basically, a tubing mascara is something that is water resistant but not waterproof, and it just coats your lashes in tubes so that when you go to remove this, it comes off in tubes. You don't have any raccoon eyes or anything like that. And if you're anything like me and your eyes are just very watery, especially now with allergies, mascaras like this are super helpful because it doesn't matter how often you rub your eyes or how often you're tearing, it's not going to get everywhere. And this is perfect for those of us that are very lazy when they remove their makeup at night because you can just remove it with water. Okay, that was a little sloppy, but this is what it looks like. And now to finish up the look, I'm using this Essence What a Tint Lip and Cheek Tint. And I only have a balm on my lips right now. This does smell like roses. A little bit goes such a long way. And you just let it dry. I promise you, when I'm not talking, this entire routine takes me like 3 minutes. And here's my completed look.